Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my Emma partial silicone, reborn by Happiness Nursery and poured by the Dainty Loft and sold by Macphersons in Canada. So yeah, everybody, I just want to thank everyone who was involved in the making of this gorgeous doll and the making of a lot of partial silicones to come. I think that they're reasonably priced. Um, I mean, whenever you're watching this video, what I think it's somewhere between 800 and 850 for the kit. And then you just got to find, unless you're an artist yourself, then you just find an artist to reborn it for you like I did. And I chose Pearl or Yonji Vago of Happiness Nursery to reborn this gorgeous silicone for me. And I'm going to take her, I'm going to pick her up. I'm going to do, this is her details video, so I'm going to undress her and put her, change her outfit, but I'm going to move this muslin out of the way and set her back down, lay her back down here. And it just all of a sudden got warm here, so we're going to take this, I love this sweater, but we're going to take this sweater off and these woolly, thick booties off. And we're going to put a onesie on this little girl. Now you want to be careful when you're handling your silicone, although I think that this one, this particular, in my opinion, this particular silicone is pretty impressive. I'm impressed with the quality of the silicone, the quality of the painting, and so yeah, so if you ask me, I think that it's worth the cost, and I also feel like it's quality. A lot of the time silicones will have like oils that seep into the surface of the silicone itself. And an artist who can matte really well and paint really well, I don't know if it's who to attribute this completely to, so I'm going to give credit to everyone involved making this doll, from the production of pouring it to reborning it and actually painting it. But I think that both the sculptor, well, the sculptor is Natalie Scholl. This is the Emma kit, and I think that the Dainty Loft who poured the silicone, I think she did a really good job. It's quality. She doesn't feel sticky, which is good. It's a good thing, because I've had new silicones that have actually seeped so much of whatever the chemical is that seeps into the surface of the silicone, where it's just nonstop. And I don't know, and I've had different silicones, and I'm not sure if that to attribute to who to attribute that to. The quality of the silicone used, or the finished product. So I don't know. But all I can say is that she feels really great, very smooth. And I've had a silicone from Happiness Nursery before, never had to powder it. Seriously, like I had it for months, never had to powder it once. I was very content with the finished product. So since this is her details, I'm going to leave her exposed like that for a little bit. And I'm going to show you her paperwork. So this is, like I said, this is the Emma Sculpt partial silicone. Partial means you got a head, 2 arms, and the legs. Okay, and it's all on a cloth body. So she's on, her torso is cloth. This is the COA, or Certificate of Authenticity, by Macphersons. As you can see, this is a silicone Emma. She is also sold as a vinyl kit. However, she was sold as a vinyl kit many years ago, and only in an edition of 200. And she is a sold out limited edition kit. You can't find her in vinyl anymore unless you really, really look for her. And as you can see there, it says the silicone kit Emma was poured by the permission from the original sculptor Natalie Scholl. She is pour number 3, so she is doll number 3, or kit number 3, by the Dainty Loft. That is the date she was created or poured, November 26th of 2019. There is Natalie Scholl's signature, authenticating that this is not a knockoff from China or illegally produced kit of her sculpt. Macphersons Craft sells the kits, and they have several kits, so you guys should go check them out. They have several kits coming out, very cute, of beloved kits that, you know, vinyl kits that we already know of. Okay, so that is her COA from Macphersons. And this is the birth certificate from the artist at Happiness Nursery, Pearl or Giangivago. You can find her on Facebook as well as Instagram. This is the Emma, sculpt by Natalie Scholl. She's 19 inches. She weighs approximately 5.5 pounds. Her date of birth was March 11th, 2020, and silicone artist Pearl. So the date of birth is different from the day she was created because, of course, Pearl reborned her, which means she painted her. So there are no bits like a full body silicone, so there is no anatomically correct gender on this or on these kits. So just like our vinyl dolls, the cloth and the torso is cloth, and you attach the arms and the head. She looks beautifully rooted. So I was worried that she may not be, for some reason in my head I thought the silicone kit would be a little bit bigger than the vinyl kit, which I also have, and I'll do a comparison video of that at a later date. But turns out she's pretty much exactly the same size as the kit, which I was really pleased with. So they wear the same clothes, which I always want to know when I look at dolls on other people's channels, like what size do they wear? They can tell you the inches and everything, how big a doll is, but I always really want to know is what size she wears. She wears a small newborn size, so she fits fine in like Carter's newborn, but she also, like UK brands or European brands, she fits nicely in a 50, size 50, or first size, like in from Next first size and Marks and Spencer first size. So that's the size that she is, to give you an idea of that she's a smaller doll. She's smaller than Levi. So yeah, at 19 or 18 inches actually. I think there was a misprint on her birth certificate. She's actually 18 inches. And you can look at all the stats and the details of her kit at Macphersons, which I'll also have a link of Macphersons of her in the description, okay? So I'm just gonna put this outfit on her. I think she's really gorgeous. I love all her details. I don't know what kind of hair she used, but she is micro-rooted. And there she is up close. Beautiful veining, which I kind of think is kind of harder to get details accurate on silicone than it is on vinyl. It definitely, I think, is a harder medium to paint. But I mean, I'm not an artist. I'm just going by what I've heard. But she has such beautiful, nice red hands. I love that. You can see veining throughout all of her limbs. So she has a very pigmented newborn look. Look at those ears. I love her pointy ear. And then that is the other side. So very, exact replica of the vinyl kit. And she's weighted perfectly. I wouldn't change anything about her weighting. Now, of course, the limbs, you don't fill them. They're not hollow like a vinyl kit. But look at her feet. And I love the bottom of her feet as well. I'm going to bring her up close so you guys can see her feet. And I would hold her head. Her head is definitely heavier than the vinyl. And let me see if I can look at her feet. So her feet look really good. Really good. I love that. Okay, so I'm just going to get her dressed. So those are pretty much all her details, where to buy her, where to buy a similar kit, or you can check out all the other partial silicone kits that they have at Macphersons. Lots of beautiful kits that they're making. One of the features that's a little bit different from the vinyl kit in this partial silicone kit is, although her hand is shaped the exact same way with the thumb sticking out, you see her hand right here. In my vinyl kit, I'm able to put the thumb in her mouth and it'll stay put, but on the silicone kit, I can't put the thumb inside the mouth and let it stay in place. I've been trying to manipulate it to stay. I think there would have to be a lot of propping, but the thumb just really does not want to stay put. So that's one slight difference in the vinyl kit versus the silicone kit. But like I said, I will do a comparison video of the two of them so you can see them both next to each other. But I'm really enjoying her. She looks very realistic. I love the way she photographs. I just love her feet so much. The coloring on her feet is really nice. Really nice. So let me just bring that up a little bit closer. It's kind of hard to hold her. Look at those feet. And show you that at the same time. But her feet are so, I love her feet. Her feet are just my favorite feature on her because of the painting. Just so beautiful. I'm gonna put her little bodysuit on. And I feel like her size and the coloring that the artist gave her is very realistic because of the fact that she's so small. And so she's painted like a small, like she just came out, you know, just freshly hashed. Oh, also with this one, the arms, let me see. Yeah, the arms do twist, not twist, but like rotate. I can rotate them up like that, just like the vinyl. And the same thing with the legs. I can rotate the legs around. So they do twist around within the cloth body. But I mean, of course, with not the same ease as the vinyl moves a lot, glides a lot easier, but it's still, I can still do it. So to manipulate some poses for photography and to hold her legs. I just love the way her legs cross into each other like that. One thing I have to say about partial silicone, this is the first time I've owned partial silicone, but I do have to say that I think I'm liking it better than my full body. The full body silicone does give me a little bit of anxiety to handle. Also, that could be due to quality, I'm not sure, but I just get a little bit of more anxiety handling full body than my partial. So also, in my opinion, if you don't want to pay the buco bucks for a full body silicone and you want something that is sculpted, the face is sculpted realistically, one of the things that I hear a lot from people when they're considering silicone is that they want the face to be as realistic as possible. And personally, I've seen a lot of faces sculpted in silicone that are just not as realistic. And I always find that the partial silicones that I've seen, their faces are just sculpted more realistic. And then the vinyls being the most realistic out of between the three, you know, between vinyl, partial silicone, and full body silicone. I don't know why that is, but I have a full body silicone by Ulrika Gall, and I personally feel like that one has the most realistic face and of the silicones that I've seen out there. I tend to be picky with how the face looks on silicone. And the nice thing about these particular silicones, the partials by Macphersons, one of the nice things about them is that they are the kits that we've already recognized. A few of them, like the Jaden and the Emma, which this is Emma, are sold out limited edition kits that you are very, very hard to find in vinyl. So if you've had your heart set on that kit, you can definitely get it in silicone. Again, it's a little bit different, has its slight differences. You know, movement, the fact that her thumb doesn't stay in her mouth. So there's little slight differences, but I definitely think that you would enjoy the partial silicone if you can't find it in vinyl. That's just my opinion on that. I didn't know if I should put these on her or the little socks. I actually love looking at her feet. So I kind of don't want to cover them, but I love the way her legs cross. And her movement is nice. She is, I believe, I don't remember now. I think the information is actually on Macphersons, but I want to say she feels like a EcoFlex 20. But I'll have to go back and check Macpherson's site and see exactly what they list the silicone as, what EcoFlex it might be. And I'll put it on here. but you can definitely check out all the stats in the link in the description. I think I was gonna put socks on her, but now I don't even feel like covering her feet because I just think she's got fabulous crisscross legs. I love that. Look at the veining. Beautiful. And I just don't feel like covering that up anymore. But I'm going to brush her hair. I'm just going to use a little bit of mohair conditioner, and I spray it directly on the brush. And she's got quite a bit of hair, so I did a couple pumps there. I wanted her to look different from my vinyl kit, so I opted for a thicker or heavier rooting on this baby girl. Look at how cute she looks. All angles, from all angles, she just looks so beautiful. I just love looking at her. I have her in the bouncer right next to my bed so I can admire her every morning and I can see her at night. She's just so cute and just so realistic. But there she is. So those are her details. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the comment section, and I'll see if I can have some answers for you. But look at her. Look at how she curls up. She is a beautiful, if you like a curly baby, this kit is definitely, it's got the curl. It's got the curl factor. I don't have a name for her yet, so I'll have to announce that at another time. I have a hard time coming up with girl names. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this details video. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And turn on notifications if you're able to. That way you won't miss a video. I'll be back with more videos. I also have a doll that I'm going to be putting up for sale. So I'll be back with more things. So stay close, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Thanks for watching.